never get credit for my discovery. Who's going to believe a talking head?
You're gonna have to start getting scared immediately.
See? Everything's okay.
Welcome back to our 31 Days of Horror Advent Calendar. It is the day. It is the 31st. It is Halloween. We have reached the end of our list. We have had a wide variety of films come through here. Movies from overseas, movies that just came out, movies from fucking way long ago. This has been, honestly, a lot of ways, once we started doing it, kind of my favorite of these two lists we've done so far. So many fun diamonds in the rough, so many funny movies, so many gory movies. It just had a little bit of everything, and I hope that you guys were able to find some new movies that maybe you hadn't heard of or seen before.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun doing this. I had a lot of fun doing it last year. We do have our 31 movies on YouTube from last year if you want to check them out. Granted, we were just getting started with our channel then, though, and they're not. We were learning everything, so bear with it. I tread lightly when I go back there too. But yeah, I mean, just coming back to do it, we love horror movies. We love talking about horror movies. It's a big project to put out a video every single day, but it's worth it. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's kind of the biggest project that we do here on the show every year, so far anyway. And I think it's always been a lot of fun to put it together and to do all the stuff and the fun skits and stuff that we were able to put together for you guys again this year. So we will be back again next year, but without any more preamble, our pick for Halloween, the Day of Days, is Beetlejuice. Now, Beetlejuice maybe is not the exact essential thing for everybody as far as Halloween. A lot of people want something really, really gory, but honestly, this movie is just a fantastic movie.
I think it's perfect for Halloween because Tim Burton is perfect for Halloween.
Yes.
It's just like the set designs and the costume designs and just like the whole movie is kind of like half taking place in the afterlife. I honestly, I think it is really like the perfect choice for Halloween, besides John Carpenter's Halloween, which we did last year. So that's why we wanted to go with the new route. And I honestly, everyone's going to be going out and doing things if you can, if you got off work or whatever tonight. But, it's just fun to sit down in an afternoon, eat some candy, watch Beetlejuice. I think it's a good pick.
Yeah, and honestly, like John said, like you have Tim Burton, you have his imagery and his style, not to mention Danny Elfman's score, which I'm sorry, it's not Halloween unless Danny Elfman's playing somewhere. But it's just kind of aesthetically just sort of perfect for the time. And, for me, it's also that thing of like, Halloween is meant to be for everybody. So I wanted a movie that was a bit for everybody. We got stuff on here for you hardcore horror fans, for the gory people, for the cerebral people, for the guys who like gothic, like, ghost stories, things like that. So I really wanted something that really was able to be all-encompassing, and I think that, like, Beetlejuice has that, because it has moments that I think are legitimately some scary moments, some scary imagery. I always love the way that they have to wear their, like, costumes in the afterlife, look like, the rest of everybody there, and the things that they come up with. Those would be some of the best Halloween masks you ever saw. And they are. Looking at those effects that they used in there. Such just wonderful horror ideas and like just sort of scary imagery like that.
Yeah, and actually I watched this movie for the first time really recently. A few of these films on this list I watched in preparation for the list for the first time. And it's a lot of fun doing that, especially just the contrast between this, because you grew up with this movie. I didn't, but just like watching it, 29 years ago? I think 29 years it's been out, and it's just a lot of fun. It's just really enjoyable, and it really sets the mood, sets the tone perfectly for the season and for the specific day. So,
not to mention, though, I mean, it can't go without saying, Michael Keaton's amazing in this movie as Beetlejuice. I mean, we all love seeing him now. We finally got him kind of back in Hollywood, get him with Birdman and get him with Vulture, and He likes dressing up as birds. But anyway, having Michael Keaton back, I mean, this is like his performance. This is like the thing that, like, when people think about Michael Keaton and his greatest performances, this is either number 1 or number 2. It depends on how much you like Batman.
Yes.
But no matter what, they're going to tell you a Burton film, and they're most likely going to mention this right after. He's so funny and disgusting.
Yeah.
And
It is a fantastic performance because he's hidden in there.
yeah.
Like, I mean, you can tell it's Michael Keaton, but you can't. You know, it's very singular and it's super unique. You know, it's so surprising that Tim Burton was like, yeah, I want you to be Batman next. In the next project, I want you to be the Dark Knight. You know, it's like,
Yeah, where I think Beetlejuice would be a lot more comfortable probably having a drink right next to the Joker than the guy that beats him up and throws him in jail. Beetlejuice is such a fun, like, fly in the ointment kind of character where he's not 100% directly involved, or he didn't need to be, and they kind of pull him into this movie, and he just sort of is this fun wild card throughout it, to the kind of going against, like, the main plot line that we have with Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin, who I love in this movie. I love Winona Ryder in this movie. And there's so many just fun sequences and memorable sequences in this. It really, I think at the end of the day, it really is kind of the perfect Halloween pick. So guys, tell us in the comments what you think of Beetlejuice. Tell us maybe, too, what movie would you have watched on Halloween, or maybe you are watching today. I'm sure you guys probably throw on more than just one today, so tell me the movie that you find to be the perfect Halloween day film. You can find us on our Twitter at BacktoFeature, and you can find us on our Facebook at BacktoFeature. I've been Giovanni Carlo.
And I'm John Bandaloo.
And we'll see you guys next time.
You want somebody out of the house? I want to get somebody out of your house.
But the fun has just begun.
It's showtime. Learn to throw your voice, fool your friends, fun and party. Not bad.
This is amazing.
Want a cigarette?
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh, yeah, here I come, baby.
He's guaranteed to put some life
Attention, Kingward shoppers.
in your afterlife. Michael Keaton is Beetlejuice.
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.